Today we will be crafting a brutally resilient 1,000-point Death Guard list. This army is designed to be an unstoppable juggernaut, marching relentlessly across the battlefield, shrugging off damage, and grinding the enemy down under a wave of diseased filth and overwhelming firepower. Our philosophy of war is one of inexorable pressure and attrition. We leverage the core Death Guard ability, Nurgle's gift, to soften up key enemy units, making them easier for our forces to destroy. The army is built around a tough, durable core that can absorb punishment, while specialized units deliver crippling blows where they are needed most. We will control the board, outlast our opponents, and claim victory through sheer resilience. Our Warlord is the Lord of Virulence, clocking in at 90 points. He is a fantastic force multiplier. His Blight Bombardment ability allows him to paint a target for the rest of our army, granting rerolls on certain hit rolls against that unit for a turn. He'll be attached to our elite unit, granting them rerolls to their wound rolls in shooting, making them significantly more deadly. Joining our forces is a Biologus Putrefier for 45 points. This character is a master of plagues and will lead our main block of Plague Marine. His Foul Infusion ability grants the unit he leads lethal hits and makes them score critical hits on a 5+, turning a simple volley of bolt gun fire into a truly devastating plague storm. The backbone of our army is a 10-man squad of Plague Marines, costing 190 points. These are our Anvil, a tough, resilient unit designed to march into the midfield, seize an objective, and refuse to be moved. With the Biologus Putrefier leading them, their offensive output is massively increased, and their own attacks can spread the afflicted condition thanks to their infused with the blessings of Nurgle ability. To screen our advance and bog down the enemy, we have a massive 20-man squad of poxwalkers for 130 points. These shambling horrors are deceptively durable with a feel-no-pain ability. Their job is to be an annoying target, soaking up enemy fire and attacks that would otherwise be aimed at our more valuable units. Their Curse of the Walking Pox ability can even see them return to the fight after slaying foes. Our hammer comes in the form of 3 Deathshroud Terminators, a 140-point unit of silent, implacable killers. They will accompany the Lord of Virulence, deep striking onto the battlefield. Thanks to their Death Approaches ability, they can deploy even closer to enemies that have been afflicted. Their Silent Bodyguard rule also gives their leading character a 4+ feel no pain, making our Warlord incredibly tough to kill. Providing essential long-range fire support is the Plague Burst Crawler, at a cost of 195 points. This tank is one of the best artillery pieces available, firing its Plague Burst mortar at targets it can't even see. Its spore-laced shock waves can inflict mortal wounds and, crucially, apply the afflicted condition to multiple units, setting them up for the rest of our army to destroy. Finally, for mobile anti-tank firepower, we have a unit of 2 Myphitic Blight Haulers for 180 points. These demon engines are fast-moving and hard-hitting. Their Tank Hunter's ability makes them exceptionally good at taking down enemy vehicles and monsters, giving them bonuses to both hit and wound rolls against these targets. They provide the perfect mobile response to heavy threats. So, to recap the full list, we have the Lord of Virulence as our Warlord for 90 points, a Biologus Putrefier for 45 points, a 10-man unit of Plague Marines at 190 points, 20 Poxwalkers for 130 points, 3 Deathshroud Terminators at 140 points, 1 Plague Burst Crawler for 195 points, and 2 Myphitic Blight Haulers for 180 points. The grand total comes to 970 points, leaving us a small buffer. Here's how you bring this plague-ridden host to victory. In the early game, use the Poxwalkers to screen your deployment zone and move out to control early objectives. The Plague Burst Crawler begins its bombardment immediately, softening up key targets and applying the afflicted status. Your Plague Marine Brick, led by the Putrefier, marches methodically up the center of the board. The Myphitic Blight Haulers will move up in support, hunting for enemy armor. Your trump card is the Lord of Virulence and his Deathshroud Bodyguards. Hold them in deep strike, and then bring them down on turn 2 or 3. Use the Lord of Virulence's ability to mark his priority target, then unleash the Deathshroud to annihilate it in a storm of Plague Spurt Gauntlet fire and Man-Reaper swing. This list has some significant strengths. It is incredibly durable and can take a pounding while still achieving its goals. It has answers for most threats, with dedicated anti-infantry, anti-elite, and anti-tank capabilities. The synergy between the units, particularly with the afflicted mechanic, is very strong. However, the army's primary weakness is its low speed. Fast, nimble armies may be able to run circles around you if you aren't careful with your positioning. It also has a relatively low model count outside of the Poxwalkers, so every loss will be felt. This army offers a fantastic introduction to the Death Guard's playstyle of being an unstoppable, resilient force that grinds its opponents into dust. It's a balanced list with multiple threats that your opponent must deal with. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of new videos, and let me know what you think and any changes that you'd make.